How to answer common interview questions. Understanding why you're being asked an interview question. In this video, we'll explore the purpose of each set of questions in the common interview question checklist. Recognizing why the interview has chosen a particular question and what they're hoping to learn from your response allows you to answer with clarity and remain focused. Furthermore, we will verbally model how to answer a question from each group on the checklist. This is to enable you to compare your own answer to the modeled response and identify areas for your improvement. General questions. The purpose of these questions is to understand your background, motivations, and personality, as well as your enthusiasm for the profession, your values, and whether they align with the school's ethos. These questions are arguably the most important in your interview, as they help define your identity as a teacher. Modeled example.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself and your teaching experience?
My name is Ryan, and I'm currently on the Grad to Teach Employed route program. Before starting my teacher training, I gained several years of experience working in schools as a teaching assistant, and later, as a higher-level teaching assistant. These roles gave me a solid foundation in classroom support, lesson delivery, behavior management, and planning and delivering small group interventions across a range of key stages. Alongside my work in school, I also led an after-school arts and crafts club, which was specifically designed for children with additional needs. This experience really developed my creativity and adaptability, and it taught me how to tailor activities to support a wide range of learning styles and abilities. It also strengthened my skills in building positive relationships with pupils and creating inclusive, supportive learning environments. Classroom management and behavior questions. These questions evaluate a teacher's ability to manage the classroom effectively and handle student behavior appropriately. They provide insight for interviewers into how a teacher creates a positive learning environment, addresses disruptions, and encourages student engagement. Modeled example.
How do you deal with low-level disruption?
If a student refuses to engage in learning, my first step would be to try and understand the reason behind their disengagement. From my experience as a TA and HLTA, I've learned that behavior is often a form of communication, and there's usually an underlying cause, whether it's frustration, lack of confidence, external circumstances, or not feeling included. I would start by building a positive relationship with the student and creating a safe, supportive environment where they feel heard and valued. I've seen how important this is when working with children with additional needs, particularly in the arts and crafts club that I helped to run, where some children initially struggled to participate but gradually engaged once they felt comfortable and successful. I'd also look at whether there are any barriers for them that I can remove. Could I offer more visual, practical, or adapted tasks? Sometimes just offering a choice or linking learning to something that they enjoy can make a big difference. If needed, I'd also seek support from colleagues, such as the SENCO or a member of the senior leadership team, and work closely with the wider team to put consistent strategies in place. Teaching and learning questions. These questions are designed to assess a teacher's pedagogical approach, adaptability, and effectiveness in the classroom. Interviews will want to see that you have a clear, structured approach to inclusive teaching, adaptation, and assessment, ensuring all students make progress. They will also want to see evidence of your ability to reflect on your practice, to adapt to challenges, and to effectively use technology to enhance learning. Modeled example.
How would you adapt your teaching to ensure that all students make progress?
My experience as a TA and HLTA, particularly working with children with SEND, has taught me the importance of flexibility, adaptation, and building in opportunities for success for every pupil. I would adapt my teaching by using a variety of strategies, such as visual aids, modeling, scaffolding tasks, and breaking learning into manageable steps. I also find that giving children different ways to respond, whether that's verbally, practically, or through drawing or writing, can really support engagement and understanding. Assessment for learning plays a big role too, by regularly checking understanding through questioning, mini-plenaries, or feedback forms. I can adjust the pace or level of challenge accordingly. During my time running the Arts and Crafts Club, I saw how giving children choices and adapting tasks to suit their individual interests and abilities made a real difference to their confidence and participation. I apply that same mindset to classroom teaching. Safeguarding and pastoral care questions. These questions are designed to assess a teacher's pedagogical approach, adaptability, and effectiveness in the classroom. Interviews will want to see that you have a clear, structured approach to inclusive teaching, adaptation, and assessment, ensuring all students make progress. They will also want to see evidence of your ability to reflect on your practice, adapt to challenges, and your appreciation and understanding of how to use technology to enhance pupil learning. Modeled example.
What would you do if a student disclosed something concerning to you?
If a student disclosed something concerning to me, I would remain calm, listen carefully, and reassure them that they've done the right thing by speaking up. I would avoid asking leading questions or promising confidentiality, but explain that I will need to share the information with the appropriate staff to keep them safe. As soon as possible, I would record the disclosure factually and accurately using the school's safeguarding and child protection online management system, using the student's own words, and report it to the designated safeguarding lead, DSL, or a member of the safeguarding team, following the school's safeguarding policy. Collaboration and professional development questions. The interview wants to see that you actively collaborate with colleagues, reflect on your teaching, and engage in professional development to improve student outcomes. Through these questions, they are assessing your ability to adapt, seek growth opportunities, and stay informed about best practices. Additionally, they want an insight into your awareness of current educational challenges and how you would navigate them. Modeled example.
How do you reflect on your own teaching and seek professional development?
I reflect on my teaching regularly by identifying what went well and what could be improved after each lesson. I arrange meetings with colleagues, preparing questions in advance, and taking notes to support my development. I also ask pupils to complete feedback forms to help me evaluate both my teaching and their understanding, as well as any areas that they feel they need to develop in further. For professional development, I attend CPD sessions, engage with educational theory and research, and keep up to date with current developments in education. Recently, I focused on widening my repertoire of adaptive teaching strategies and my questioning techniques, both of which I've begun to embed in my lessons. I also set termly goals aligned with the teacher's standards. Once I begin my teacher training, I hope to review these with my school mentor to ensure that I continue to progress.